Hey, hey, I just clicked go live. I hope you can hear me. So I'm going to check real quick on my phone to make sure that the that the audio, excuse me, is working. Let me know where you're coming in from, and if you're, are you new to Forex? If you looked in the description today, it is Sunday, so I'm going to be talking about money. A lot of people seem to have a weird spiritual hang up about money and having more of it. Now, a lot of people have said things like, money's the root of all evil. And they try to say that this is biblical or gospel or whatever, but in reality, it's the love of money that's actually the evil part of money. Because with money, if you have more of it, you have more opportunity to give more, do more, be more of yourself, improve on yourself, be able to devote time to improving our youth, right? With more money, you have more time freedom, more financial freedom to be able to do what you are called to do on this earth. Have people been poor and been able to make a difference? Yes, they had a passion, they had a vision, but you don't have to be poor in order to be successful or to have a wonderful life. So, in this day and age, if you're not leveraging the power of the internet to create multiple streams of income, you are only shooting yourself in the foot. So, today on Sunday, I've decided for 2019, and I'm starting now, right? Why wait? I decided in 2019 that I'm going to empower at least 10 people to become completely debt free by 2020. And so on Sundays, for sure, probably throughout the week as well, on Sundays, for sure, I'm going to be sharing what I'm learning about Forex, the tools that I'm using, and how it can make a difference in your life. And so if that's something that you want to learn more about, if you're on Facebook right now, there should be a button, if maybe if you tap it to ensure that you're seeing my live notifications. If you're on YouTube at The Repurpose, be sure to click on subscribe. So Forex, what is that about? I'm not going to be sharing that with that in this video. I want to respect your time. And so if you want that information, just leave a comment, send me a message, or if you're on YouTube, there should be a button that allows you to link back to that video. Now, Forex, if you have been looking into Forex or if you've been trading for a while, I've seen a lot of people say that, oh my gosh, we got so many pips today. Now, pips are basically the unit of measurement that allows you to, invest in this trade, this type of trade. And so, yes, it's great if you make 145 pips because that could be over $1,000 for some people. That could be 14 bucks for some people. You have the opportunity to do that. But the problem is that most people don't really quite understand how it all works, and so they lose out on fees and stopover trades, and that's basically, and there's an actual term for it, but I relate it to stopover because what happens is if you hold a trade for more than a day, there's broker fees that come on, and so there's also between trading times, right? And so if that happens, whatever you're getting a fee, and that comes out of your primary account, whether it's a demo account, which is basically monopoly money, or your real account, your live account with real money. So it's eating away at your primary account the longer you're in a trade. Can you make more pips? Sure, but it also is dependent upon what type of trader are you. Are you wanting to be a scalper? Are you intraday, day trader, long-term trader, right? These are all things that are based on how you are going to be doing your trades, how you live your life, right? And there's no one right way to trade. What does matter is knowing what to look for and when to get out, right? Because you want to make sure that you are maximizing your ROI, which is your return on investment, and minimizing your risk, also called money management. So today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you what I just learned from one of my mentors, Steve Greger. Thankfully, I was introduced to a company that not only teaches you about Forex and crypto trading, but it also allows you to have probably hundreds of hours at this point live throughout the weeks for you to learn how to trade Forex, how to trade, crypto, how to do all this stuff. Not only that, but they have products that allow you to find and pinpoint the best trades. So I'm so grateful for that, for my ability to be a part of this company and learn. And so I want to share with you a little bit of what I've been doing. So let me go ahead and share my screen. share screen, do this. Awesome. Okay, and actually, I don't think I ever checked if the sound worked. So let me do that really fast. Awesome, working. Cool. Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate that. All right, so here's what I learned. So like I said before, I have a part 1 to this. I'll be sure to link it later. If you're watching this on Facebook and it's not linked, just let me know down below and I'll be sure that you are personally messaged. So in trading, whether it's stocks, crypto, forex, you have, can I do a line here? Yes, perfect. Oh, I guess I have to drag it. There we go. You will see something like, oh, eh, can I just not? Okay, fine. Let's do, there's a reason I'm doing it this specific way. And the reason is to show you that with the right tools and the right teachers, you can literally create your dream reality. Yes, I said it. And I believe it. All right. So what do you see here? Oh, actually, did I just change the screen over? Yes. What do you see here? So in simple terms, this is, actually, let's do this. This is what's called your market price, right? So you see that it's going down, you see that it goes up, it goes back down again. And so with the tools and stuff that I have access to, and if you want more information on it, let me know. Basically, it can tell you things like, hey, you know, actually, let me do it this way. So maybe the tool told you to get in right here. So you got in at a sell. What does that mean? Whatever currency pair that it was, maybe it's the US dollar, Great British pound, I don't know. If it told you to sell that currency pair, then as the value of that currency pair diminished, you earned money. So whether it goes up or down, you have the opportunity to earn money. So let's say that this indicator, right? I'll show you. Actually, I'll show you right now. Hold on, my bad. Let's do this. Trading view. That way I don't have to draw everything out, and you can just kind of visually see it, and then I can show you the big point of showing you this really cool tip. All right, so like I said, Steve Greger is where I learned this from. He graciously provided an indicator that is amazing about telling you when to get in, when to get out of trades. So for example, let's start on the 15-minute. So let's say that you had a tool or some type of indicator that said, hey, you want to get in at, let's look at this one right here. All right, let's do this. How do I just do this and do it? So basically what you're seeing right here, I'll just zoom in a little bit for you so you can see it a little bit better. The indicator, oh, let me do this. You know, with as many lives as I do, you would think I would remember to do this, or I've created a checklist by now. I should do that. That should be a thing. Record. Okay. So, oops. That should have been it. There we go. So right there is when we confirmed that it was going to go into a cell, right? It wasn't at an extension, so extended value of this. But if you'd gotten in, you can see that about here is when, actually it would have been this candle. So here is when you would have gotten out of your trade. So probably somewhere around here you would have gotten out of your trade. And then you could have gone up, but there wasn't a lot of confirmation here for that. So I probably wouldn't have, especially since it wasn't a signal to get in from those tools that I've been talking about. So how much could you have potentially earned in that small space? So let's see, here. So let's say you got in maybe here. All right. Oh, it did that. That's fine. Got out here. Let me turn off the magnet. Let's say you got in somewhere about here and maybe got out about here. Well, that's 36.5 pips. Now, again, if you don't know what pips are, they're just that unit of measurement that allows you to have a potential return on your investment. So 36.5 pips. Let's say that at the time that you invested your money into this trade to go as a sell, it was worth $10 per pip. Well, in 7 bars, so in 7 times 15, whatever that is, I don't want to do math in my head. 7, I should just do it. 105. So in 105 minutes, which is in less than 2 hours, you could have earned $365. That's pretty insane. I'm not saying that you would do this immediately, because if you do this immediately, unless you have a whole bunch of money to invest right then and play, most likely you might have earned, I don't know, $10. But that's nothing to sneeze at, right? If you compound that out over time, you could actually earn $2 million, and I think it was 2 years. Look it up. I think it's called, let's see, Eighth Wonder of the World, compound interest. So compounddaily.com, you can fiddle with this and find out how much you could do. Let's say that you had an investment account of $1,000, and by using the information that you learn from a mentor or a training system and tools that you use to have pinpoint trades, you earned daily 2% on your account. Maybe you lost some, but overall, every day you earned 2% daily on your account. Well, let's say that it was a year, 365 days. You invested everything back. You didn't take anything out. You just reinvested all of your earnings. We're going to say yes to include weekends, because Forex is open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. I think crypto is 24/7. I don't quote me on that. I haven't gone through that part of the academy. But let's say that you started with $1,000 and invested and was able to earn 2% daily on your account. In 1 year, you would have over $1 million in your principal account. That's what compound interest can do for you. So if you learn this skill set, you could potentially create that for yourself. I mean, if you earning $1 million a year by spending a few hours a day, I mean, what did I just say? This is less than 2 hours, and you could have earned $365 in a couple of hours, right? It's possible, but you'll have to build up to that for most people, but it's possible. So if this is something that kind of rings with you, something that you want to learn more about, please join me. This is one of the things that I'm doing in order to empower at least 10 people to become debt-free by 2020. Like I said earlier, in this point in time, in this day and age, the internet has provided the ability for people like you and me to do stuff like this. 20 years ago, this is not available to you and me. This was available to super, uber rich people, banks only, and people who could be on, the New York Stock Exchange. Most people could not do that. But because of the internet, people can now do stuff like this. They can now start their own businesses from home. They can learn online marketing to reach more people. The opportunity is at your fingertips. It's up to you to decide what it is that you want to do, how you want to create your life, what tools and systems and teams you want to work with to get there. Because let's face it, if you want to go far, go if you want to go fast, go by yourself. If you want to go far, go together, right? You have to have a team and a system to not only help keep you accountable, but make sure that you're getting your goals and achieving that which it is that you seek. Because most people, they they may be going towards a goal that they seek, but they forget the good along the way, right? But when you have people around you to remind you of the progress you've made and to help, remind you of why it is that you want to keep going, because let's face it, most people give up. Most people quit. That's why we have the 98% and the 2%. That 2% is the people that don't quit. They may have that fear, but they do it anyway. They may, have an obstacle, but they find a way to overcome it. Whatever reason you give yourself and those around you for you not to go for your dreams, there's somebody else who has that exact same reason and still smashed through and achieved whatever it is that they wanted to because they didn't let it stop them. So if you're looking to, completely get out of debt by 2020 or find a way to create your dream lifestyle, and something I've said has like resonated with you, leave a message below, send me a message via private message, whatever. Let's get you going on a path that's going to help you thrive and not feel like it's just something else to lay on to, I'm sure, what's already your busy, busy day. So thanks so much for watching. And again, my name is Cassandra, aka, oh, I think I have the wrong thing on there. I do. So aka the Prosperous Heart, that's my marketing people on there. So I need to change something here, and I totally forgot to say this. So if you've been watching this, um, this should have been something else. um, good, it's above. So before you take any investment advice, I am not a licensed financial advisor. I'm not responsible for your choices when investing your money. Please be sure to speak with a licensed financial advisor before taking anything that I have to say in your investment strategies. I am simply sharing with you information that I've been learning on how to move forward for myself and for my dreams, and options that I've seen has been available. And so I never actually finished what I wanted to share, so let me go ahead and finish that now. All right, so I showed you, perfect. So I showed you that we had this sell, right? And I still didn't share with you, yes I did. So the red indicates that it's going to be in a sell, green is indicated a buy. It helps you have the ins and outs, of when to get in. So let's say that the colors then change to green. Let's say here, which got you out here. Okay. Oh, wait. No. Let's say that you got out here because it was your stop loss at 40%. So what does that mean? That means that at some point between this swing low, I hope you can see that, that's kind of thin. Let me see if I can make that bigger. This swing low, you had brought what's called a Fibonacci down, and it basically has a Fibonacci number, super cool math stuff. You don't have to know about it. It's just amazing. And let's say that this stop loss right here was 40%. So you got stopped out, right? But you still made pips on however many was between here and here. Okay. So even though you may have lost some because it went even lower, here's where it gets pretty freaking cool. So let's say that you got stopped out. Boo-hoo. Oh, well, you gained pips. Awesome. Let's say that you earned 1% when you got stopped out right there. Okay. Well, let's say that right here, wherever that is, you got another mark to go sell. Cool. So you get in, right? It goes down. It goes all the way up. But let's say that this was actually 40% because it didn't change colors to green down here on that indicator I showed you earlier. You're still in, and it goes even further. So between this entry and down here, right, you're still going. But let's say that right here, oh no, that was right. Right here it turned green, so you stopped out, wherever that was. You did a manual stop loss or a manual exit. We'll just call it a manual exit. And so you got from from there to there. You did lose that little bit in there, but oh well, you gained a lot of pips from here to here. And then you also got the green to buy. So you had an indicator to show you when to get in, when to get out, and to maximize your return on investment and minimize your risk. So again, this is just something that I learned from what date was this one? Because I had to catch up. I couldn't watch most of these this week. So from December 5th. But every week there's like, oh my gosh, it seems like there's hundreds. I know there's hundreds of hours of new content every week. They have new trainers on all the time, sharing with you their secrets on how they're able to create their dream life by learning how to utilize these tools and how to learn to trade forex. So again, past results are not typical. They do not guarantee nor dictate your future success. Please be sure to either do your own research, get yourself educated, or go to a licensed financial advisor before taking this advice. Again, I'm just simply sharing with you what I'm learning and how you can get access to this as well. So if you want more information, again, be sure that you're following me on live for Facebook. If you're on YouTube, subscribe here, and then send me a message or leave a comment below if you want additional information. So thanks so much for watching. Have a wonderful and prosperous rest of your day. I'm going to go ahead and check, make sure there's no questions. Okay, no questions. Awesome. Have a great day. I'll see y'all in the next one. Okay, bye.